And Houlton, Maine has been preparing, like Stephanie said, for this once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse event for almost 3 years. The small town is one of the last places to view the eclipse in the U.S. before it crosses into Canada. So this is a big deal. Let's bring in Johanna Johnston, the event coordinator for Maine Eclipse and executive director of the Southern Rustic Development Corporation. Johanna, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I want to talk about your town because you guys are planning to get 10,000 visitors. That's double the town's population. What are the plans here? How are you going to handle all those people coming in?
That is the conservative estimate as well. We've been planning for, like you said, well over a year, almost 3 years. And it's just getting the news out there to our local population and letting them know about this opportunity for them to list their homes and their parking lots on shared websites like Airbnb and VRBO, letting them know that we need this for our economy. It was a tough winter for our tourism. With barely any snow for snowmobiles. So this is coming on the heels of a very tough time, and it couldn't be more welcome. In 2017, places like Nebraska saw $123 million of spending from the total solar eclipse. And in Aroostook County, we only see $169 million a year. So even if we see a fraction of that from this eclipse, it would be a huge benefit for us.
I'm glad you mentioned the snowmobile season. Like you mentioned, it wasn't a huge success. So how much economically is the town banking on the solar eclipse?
We're not putting all our eggs in this basket, actually. Let me clarify that the town itself, since we started planning this, we decided we didn't want it to be a huge impact and a burden on the taxpayers itself. So all of this planning, all of the logistics and advertising that we're doing is all funded from sponsorships. The local community businesses have really chipped in, and they believe in this being an economic benefit to the community. So all of the money that we're using to rent tents, to get porta potties, even spending a little extra on police protection, we're supplementing the police budget. All of that is being funded through grants and sponsorships. So it's not going to be a burden on the taxpayers. We're not really depending on it that way, but it will be a huge relief to our businesses.
You said that 10,000 people coming in is actually a conservative number.
Yes.
So how are you going to deal with the influx when it comes to lodging, when it comes to cell phone service, travel, law enforcement? How do you plan on handling this?
Great question. We've been working with the Chief of Police, Chief DeLuca, has been working with his partner agencies in the south of Maine. He's bringing up extra police coverage, and they're going to be deemed Houlton Police Department for the weekend to help with this. The Aroostook Emergency Management Department has brought in an extra mobile cell phone tower for police use, so first responders can still function and get to people in case of emergency. Because we'd have no idea if the cell phone towers can handle this influx that we anticipate, our local broadband company, Pioneer Broadband, has put up Wi-Fi hotspots in every star park so that the people that are here to enjoy this day will have free access to Wi-Fi, and that'll add to the additional connectivity. And it's just everybody's coming together to make sure that we can handle this anticipated influx. And like I mentioned, the getting people to list their properties. I myself helped someone list 6 rooms in their home on Airbnb at $250 a night with a minimum of 4-night stay, and she got them booked. So it's exciting.
Not bad, especially when hotels are charging $500 or over. Thank you so much, Johanna Johnston. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.